The Italian Foreign Minister Paolo Gentiloni visited Ramallah, starting with the offices of the Palestinian Foreign Ministry, where he was welcomed by Minister Riyad al-Maliki. After the welcome in the brand new building donated by China, they proceeded to a working session of the committees and then to the signing of the 11 agreement protocols that have been planned for the next 3 years. Italian cooperation is very evident in Palestine due to the donation of 400 million euros since 1985, and it is now getting stronger in various fields, especially healthcare. There is provision for funding of shelters and care homes, for the creation of new hospitals and new departments, and for the training of medical staff in minimally invasive surgical techniques such as laparoscopy. Italy has taken on another commitment concerning economic growth, especially with respect to the financing of small businesses, the safeguarding of cultural heritage, and the reconstruction of Gaza. Italy also has a special interest in promoting social, cultural, and economic opportunities for Palestinian women. As always, the weather is very good. Italy's concern for Palestine is well perceived and appreciated here, especially because it has been continuous. The reasons are not only political and economic. Many Italians are personally involved in helping various local organizations. There was no press conference about the specifics of the visit. In the few words exchanged with the minister, the focus was on the issue of Palestine and the need to resume peace negotiations so that terrorism does not take possession of this country.
Non possiamo, nonostante ci siano tantissimi conflitti, tantissimi rischi di terrorismo e guerre in atto, non possiamo immaginare questa storica questione, la questione palestinese.
Although there are several conflicts and multiple risks of terrorism and wars taking place, we still cannot imagine the historic Palestinian issue as a secondary or resolved matter. This is also true because the risk of terrorist fundamentalism will eventually try to take possession of this historic battle of the Arabic world, which is very serious. Therefore, perhaps with a different negotiation framework than the one we've been following for the last 10 to 15 years, and certainly with a more significant commitment on behalf of Europe and some Arab countries, and of course that of the United States, we have to push Palestine and Israel to take further steps to start negotiations again. For now they have indeed been stopped.
E di alcuni paesi arabi, oltre ovviamente che degli Stati Uniti, dobbiamo spingere Palestina e Israele a fare degli ulteriori passi per riavviare un negoziato che oggi è bloccato di fatto.
The solution of the Palestinian issue goes hand in hand with reassurances for Israel, and there is the urgent need to continue, hopefully in the coming months, the negotiations on the two-state solution, the only one that seems feasible, at least on an international level.
Io credo che dobbiamo rassicurare Israele non solo sul fatto che la sicurezza dello Stato di Israele è una priorità per tutti, ma anche sul fatto che non c'è una strategia di
I believe we must reassure Israel, not only on the fact that the security of the State of Israel is a priority for everyone, but also on the fact that there is not a strategy of encirclement and of diplomatic isolation for Israel. At the same time, however, we need to be clear about the fact that the settlements in the West Bank and in Jerusalem do not help the path of peace and the two-state solution that the international community shared in the end. This must be the horizon toward which we should move. Therefore, I believe that with this information, a resumption of negotiations with an international, more prosperous framework may be possible in the next 2 to 3 months. I do not think that this could take place in the coming days due to the Iranian issue that, to some extent, influences the possible renewal of negotiations.
Il dossier iraniano influisce in parte sulla possibile ripresa del negoziato, ma nelle prossimi 2 o 3 mesi ci può essere, con una cornice internazionale più ricca, ci può essere un rilancio del negoziato.
The Minister of Education, Stefania Giannini, who signed an agreement protocol in the field of scientific research, also took part in the visit. The Italian delegation greeted Prime Minister Rami Hamdallah after the meeting at the Foreign Affairs Ministry. They then proceeded to the Presidential Palace for the conclusion of the ceremony, where they were welcomed by President Abu Mazen, who invited them to the Ramadan dinner.